Yo,
What up?
you want to do this podcast?
No.
You want to do it anyway?
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Well, you're live on the podcast.
What?
Do you want all the podcast listeners to know that this time I finally documented it. I've been calling you for 10 weeks straight, and you keep saying no, and then laughing and hanging up.
I want to be on your podcast.
You have the ownership of the podcast.
Yeah, but I got 3 pies I gotta pick up.
Fuck your pies.
I can't be on the podcast if I don't have my pies yet.
You can pick up the pies while you're doing the podcast. Maybe the high schoolers in Fremont will want to be on the podcast.
I have to break into the restaurant to pick up my pies, though.
Where are you picking the pies up at?
Apparently they're in one of the coolers at the restaurant at the golf course. Did I tell you guys that yesterday about the kid didn't give me my pies?
I don't think so.
For some reason I thought I remembered I'm pretty sure I told Lydia that, and you were sitting right next to her.
Oh, you might have told me and I might have just forgot. Or I wasn't listening.
Yeah, it probably sounds right. I bought those Packer pies, and then I just remembered yesterday when I was drunk that I was supposed to get those pies like 2 weeks ago, and I never got them. So then I texted the guy, I'm like, hey, where the fuck are my pies at, dude? And then he said they're at the golf course restaurant freezer, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, if they're in the fridge, they're probably ruined, eh?
I think you can refreeze them, probably, right?
Well, I don't know how long are pies good for if they're just unfrozen.
I think quite a while. Because just, how long have they been in there?
For some reason, I thought I was supposed to get the pies on, like, the 22nd.
So they've been in there for, like, a week?
I would say at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, then they might be ruined then, because they're probably all soggy and crap.
Say 22. Yeah, it's been at least 2 weeks. Plus, they probably made them at the Packers like days before, so it's probably closer to 3 weeks now.
Yeah, but they were probably frozen though when you put them in there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so 2 weeks probably.
So you're gonna have to fire this guy because he ruined your pies?
Unfortunately, I don't get to fire this one. He works for the pro shop.
Oh, so you get to sabotage him and make it seem like he messed up at work?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I could lie to the guy who hires the people for the pro shop and say he's like stealing from the golf course and stuff.
I seen him selling some golf clubs and golf balls out of the trunk of his car. I'm pretty sure that's some stuff out of here. And then actually you stole it, so then you could. Yeah. It's like a double whammy. You could get him fired and also get some free stuff.
Yeah, dude, that's some expensive stuff too. And then I could resell it and get thousands of dollars.
He probably like actually ruin this kid's life. He'll like go to juvie.
Yeah, he'll definitely not make it into college or anything. He'll just ruin his life.
Because he ruined your pies?
Yeah, he should have brought me the pies like he was supposed to.
That's true. It really is his fault.
Yeah. If you think about it, he was asking for it.
That's worthy of jail time and having your entire life fucked up, ruining 3 pies.
Yeah, he's really good at golf too, so he's probably gonna get like a full-ride scholarship somewhere to play golf by the time he graduates, and that's all just out the window now.
What would you do if those pies weren't ruined? You put one at home, and then you baked it, and then you put it in the windowsill, and then somebody stole it out of the windowsill like in a cartoon.
What would I do?
Yeah. And you looked outside, and it was Mike Ensing. There was a pie tin next to Mike Ensing, and he had crumbs all over his shirt.
He's just sitting in the snow next to my window eating the pie.
No, he's all slumped up against a tree with the pie tin next to him and crumbs down his shirt and his like stomach's out of his shirt and it's all like, you know.
Well, his shirt would be tucked in, so you just have to have it unbuttoned.
Well, no, I'm saying like his stomach got so big that he had to roll his shirt up and let his gut hang out because he ate so much pie.
I like to think that his shirt's still tucked in and it's just like popping through where the buttons used to be.
Oh, yeah, the buttons are like popping loose.
Yeah, a couple of them down by the gun area have broken free. What if he's like patting his belly too and rubbing it a little bit?
he's rubbing his belly and groaning.
Yeah, he's just going, oh, I'm so full. Shouldn't have eaten that entire pie I took out of that guy's window.
It turned out he was framed and somebody actually just hit him over the head. He tried to stop the guy from stealing your pie. And then somebody
Except for all my neighbors are like 90-year-old women, though. So it'd have to be someone driving by.
It would be a prime area to steal a pie in your neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, I bet you. Probably in the summer, there's like pies out the windows all over the place around here.
That's true.
Maybe that's why Mike Ensing's always going on those bike rides. And he brings
steal pies.
Yeah, he brings the kid along as like cover. There's no kid in there. That's just where he's putting all the pies.
Do the Ensings like pies? I could see the Ensings not liking pies.
No, they definitely like pies.
What if you sabotage Mike Ensing by putting a mustard pie in your windowsill?
Oh, they'd smell it out.
He'd go to steal it, and he'd know right away.
Yeah.
If anything,
he'd probably start yelling at me.
He'd destroy the pie.
Yeah. He doesn't eat it; he just ruins it.
He's like, what the hell, Krim? I come to this neighborhood to steal pies all the time. You ruin it with this stupid mustard pie. The stupid mustard and hot dog pie.
That's just a hot dog.
Pretty much, yeah.
You just think about it. She's got the bread and the mustard and meat in the middle.
Mustard hot dog pie.
It's pretty much a turkey pot pie, except for a hot dog pot pie.
Yeah, you'd have to put some more stuff in there other than mustard and hot dog, though.
Well, you could put some, like, onions and relish and whatever the hell else people put on hot dogs.
Cheese. A little cheese.
Cheese?
Sauce. Yeah, cheese. Cheese sauce.
Oh, cheese. If you put peas in it, then it really would be a hot dog pot pie. There's always peas in a turkey pot pie.
That's true.
Imagine having a turkey pot pie without peas.
It would be terrible. I love peas. Peas are great.
Yeah, I like making soup with them.
Yeah.
Pea soup. When I was camping, when I was living in my bus, and I was at that really nice park, and my neighbors were those two gay guys in the world's biggest RV, and they invited me over for pea soup.
I don't think so.
Yeah. It was crazy. They had one of those like 40-foot RVs, or maybe a 55-foot RV. It was just as big as it possibly could be. And, I'm in that tiny little bus, and I'm just sitting on the ground outside next to the fire because, I have nothing. And so they felt bad for me. And they're like, why don't you come over and have some pea soup with us?
Like you're an actual homeless person.
God, yeah,
like,
I'm sure it looked like it.
You need a warm meal, guy.
That's literally what happened, though.
You need a warm meal? Here, how about some blankets and some new socks?
No, but they invited me over, and then they had this crazy thing on the side of their RV. They, flipped it up, and underneath there was a mini fridge, a table that pulled out, and when they pulled out, they put their pot of pea soup, and then there was, a 50-inch flat-screen TV in there. And we were watching some college basketball, eating pea soup, and they had this little fluffy dog that was always running around. It was just the gayest thing ever.
Damn. You
sure, it was pretty awesome.
You sure Jared Bacon wasn't there?
No, it was gay as in, it's, exactly what you think gay people would be doing.
Eating pea soup, watching college basketball?
Yeah, with their little mini dog running around, barking and stuff. But it was cool. Yeah, those guys were cool.
You're lucky they didn't make you eat penis soup.
Penis soup. Yeah, they snuck their penis into my bowl somehow. Huh.
They're like, come on, you have to finish it.
Drink up all that broth. That didn't happen.
Yeah, whatever you say.
It didn't.
Whatever you
I
say.
swear.
Whatever you say. We all know you had to eat penis soup.
They were just really nice people that had invited a guy that looked like he was in a real bad shape over for lunch.
Huh. For some reason that reminded me. I was thinking about this when I was in Flint the other day. About the weirdest interaction I think I've ever had. Where I went to, for whatever reason, I'd never done this before. And I was looking for a hotel. It was like the first time I ever had to get a hotel room for myself. And my dad was like, "Oh yeah, you tell him you want to like look at a room before you like check it." And I'm like, "Okay, that doesn't."
What the hell does that mean?
But he was like, because he knew I was gonna go find a fucking dirt cheap fucking hotel in Flint. So he's like, "Tell him you want to see a room first before you like actually like buy the room."
Is that a common thing people do?
I don't think so. I think my dad was just being retarded, but.
You just made that up?
Yeah, I think he made that up. But, so I did that, and then they're like, oh, okay. And then they had this there was this random guy that came in there, was being real fucking annoying. And he's like this old man that was just sitting in the lobby. And he's like, oh, I can show you a room. And he didn't even work there. That was like the weird thing. And so they gave, the lady that was working at the front desk gave this guy a key. And then he's just like telling me stuff about his life and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I'm a veteran, by the way." And he like showed me his hat. He had like one of those, like U.S. veteran whatever hats on.
Yeah, that's exactly what those guys at the ball games do. They go for tips or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure any of them are veterans. They just use that.
Well, yeah, he was like telling me all about that and this and that, and then he showed me the room. And he was telling me how nice it was, and then I was just like, oh fuck, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This place is fucking good, fucking crazy place. So I didn't end up renting a room. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go look at this other hotel, and I just never went back. It's like I don't want to be anywhere near this fucking weird old man.
You think he was living there?
Oh yeah,
or
definitely.
Just hanging out?
No, I think he was living there.
You don't think he just goes there to hang out every day?
It could be. I mean, you'd be surprised when you go to places like that how many people live at the hotel. Which I don't know why, because I feel like it's probably more expensive than like living in an apartment.
That's what I always thought too. I always wanted to live in a hotel. I thought that'd be pretty awesome.
You get a different room every week.
Well, no, I feel like they would just offer me long-term rental. You wouldn't think?
Yeah, I usually got a break because I would, pretty much live at a hotel when I was out of town like that. Spending 5 nights a week there, so pretty much more or less living there. But yeah, they'd give you like kind of a weekly rate if you were like staying there all the time.
Gotcha. I'd much rather live in a motel than a hotel, though. I feel like motel is much more apartment-like.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you're staying. I wouldn't stay at a motel in Flint.
Well, they're usually a little trashier, but dude, I'm a motel man. Always have been.
I like a nice hotel.
I don't like it. You gotta go to the front counter and walk upstairs or use an elevator or some shit. Nice motel, you just pull right up to the door. You're like fucking 5 steps away from the door. It's fantastic.
Well, that's pretty much where, like, the Red Roof Inn that I stayed in is pretty much a motel. Because the doors are on the outside and crap.
It seems like a motel to me. How is that a hotel?
I don't know. I guess I don't know exactly what the difference between a motel and a hotel is. I always thought a motel
you pull up to the door with your car. A hotel you have to walk inside.
Oh, see, I'm classifying a motel more as not a chain place. Like you know what I mean? It's like a own, like it's individual place. Like it's like.
Gotcha. I guess that makes sense. I don't think that's how they do it, though. I don't think that's the real difference.
Because I was just thinking Red Roof Inn is, like a chain. So, like, I'm classifying it more as a hotel.
Gotcha. I think Red Roof Inn is a motel.
What's an inn, apparently?
Oh, it's an inn. Damn, I don't know the difference between that.
What's an inn? Is an inn like a motel chain?
Yeah, maybe. I didn't even think inns were, I thought that was something that happened like in the 1800s when you're traveling around on horses and you need to stay at like a place that
I think
has
they just
a
call
bar
it an
and
inn
stuff
because it
there.
makes it sound classier, even though Red Roof Inn's like as trashy as it gets.
Yeah, it might just be for the class factor. They charge you an extra $30 a night when you put an inn instead of a motel.
Yeah, because they don't get worse than the Red Roof Inn. That's as bad as it gets for a hotel room.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Well, that or a night's inn, another inn. I think we're on to something when they want to make it sound like a little classier.
Yeah, it's a real
Lodge too. The Econo Lodge. That's another shitty one.
Really, man, I would have thought Lodge would have been nice. Staying at a nice lodge. I love staying at a lodge.
Not the Econo Lodge. Econo Lodge might be the worst one.
Well, whenever we go up to Canada, there are always lodges you stay at. So maybe that's why I'm thinking just that's vacation, man. That's the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I like a Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn's a good place.
I've never been. That's above my pay grade. Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I like the Holiday Inns because they got a good free breakfast.
Those breakfasts suck every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Holiday Inn's okay. They actually got decent cinnamon rolls.
You ever been to the ones where they have the pancake making machines? Those are crazy.
Yeah. What is there was one that they were putting us up on Storm a couple times that has one of those things, but I always went out. I'm not eating no hotel breakfast on Storm. I'm gonna go out to a nice restaurant and waste a bunch of time. So
for sure. Anything to not work.
Anything to hopefully make it so I don't have to go to work right away.
When we were driving down to Florida this year, the people I was going with, they kept telling me about this one hotel they always stayed at that at like 6:30 they have free drinks and dinner every night. That's
pretty cool.
I forget, it was a weird name though, and there's not a ton of them, but they were like searching for them on their phones to see if it would work out if we could stop there and make it in time for dinner. But yeah, it's a chain hotel, and they just do it right, I guess. But yeah, free drinks, that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. It's like the all-inclusive. That's the way to go. That's the best.
Yeah, it's all-inclusive for one night.
I'm telling you, that all-inclusive was the cheapest fucking trip I've ever went on. It was like,
really?
because fucking, by the time, like, you think about, like, you go on a vacation, how much fucking money you spend at, like, a restaurant, like, going out to a restaurant 2 or 3 times a day, plus everything else. But like when you go to a place and you just pay a flat rate and it's all included, it's fucking cheaper.
Yeah, I think I have vacation a little different than you do, though.
Well, yeah, you're eating penis soup out of random guys' RVs and stuff.
Yeah, dude, that's free.
It's true. That's all inclusive.
Yeah, and then you just do a little work for gas money along the way. Yeah. Plus, you go to Canada, man. You don't do any of that shit either. You pay for the hotel, and then you're on your own, sort of.
Yeah. No, there's definitely ways you could do it cheaper. I'm just saying, as far as like going to like Florida or something, where you're gonna like go out to eat and crap, it's fucking cheaper to just go to one of them places. At least in Mexico, it was way fucking. It was a cheap ass fucking vacation. $2,000 for 2 people. Can't beat that.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap, especially for like what you guys got out of it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what Gator always says too. He always does the all-inclusive stuff now, because, well, unless he's going to Paris, I guess. But we can't talk about that.
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
Yeah, talk about that. But what a fucking idiot that guy is.
How he killed his girlfriend in Paris.
Yeah, and then found a new one that looks exactly the same.
It's weird how he did that.
Why Why would he do that? Why wouldn't he go to someplace that wouldn't, expedite them or extradite them back to the U.S.?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, actually, because his girlfriend's not from the U.S., just has, a work visa, if he killed her there in Paris, they would bring her body back to, not the U.S., right? She'd go back
to her home
Norway?
Country, yeah.
Interesting. Where would Gator go to prison at? Would he go to prison in Paris, or would he go to Norway or to the U.S.?
I think they would extradite him to the U.S. Yeah, I think he'd get penalized. I don't know how that works.
What if the Norwegians wanted him though?
They fight over Gator. Who gets to punish him?
Yeah, who gets to punish him?
What happens if Gator did that and he gets in trouble with the league? Do we keep his team in limbo, or does he gets booted out of the playoffs?
God, that's true. We should turn him in so he can't win.
I don't know. We've never talked about that. What if somebody gets caught committing a crime and they go to jail? What do we do with their team in the meantime? We have to find somebody to take over his team? Can't do that this late in the season.
No, we just have to sacrifice his team. And then me and Silvernail both get to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, we just lock his team, boot him out of the playoffs, and then the next two highest people get.
Yeah. The people that didn't murder their girlfriends in Paris get to be in the playoffs.
Well, Nolan, if you're listening to this, you know what the right thing to do is.
You said no. Oh yeah. Call the police and tell what Gator did.
Yeah, we'll leave that up to Nolan to do that. So. Gator, if you're listening to this, it was Nolan, not us, that ran it.
Yeah, it was all Nolan's idea. We were on your side. We didn't want to turn you in.
Yeah.
But he also shouldn't have killed her. That was pretty crazy he did that.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy he did that, and then found a lady that looked exactly like her.
Yeah. Except for she's 2 inches taller, so now she's taller than Gator, so it's kind of obvious in that aspect.
Yeah, I noticed right away in the picture.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not his girlfriend. That lady's way taller than his girlfriend.
Yeah, that Gator's they used to be the same height. This girl's way taller than Gator now.
She towers over him.
Yeah, she's 5'5". She just towers over him.
So should we get into what's going on? In the league?
What's going on with me? I'm just working on this pie situation.
No, should we get into the whole league? What's going on in the league?
No, I'd rather not.
Why? You got a chance to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think I do, actually.
You definitely do.
You keep saying that, but I don't think it's true.
Well, you might get in the playoffs. You just need Matt to lose.
I'd also have to win, I would imagine.
Yeah, you have to beat.
Well, unless we turn Gator in, then maybe I don't.
Yeah, if Gator gets turned in, you got a really good chance of making the playoffs. Because if Matt loses, then you and Silvernail would both be in, probably. Well, it depends on what time Gator gets turned in. You don't want him to get turned in right away, because then, because you need Troy to lose to him, too.
Oh, well, I think once the games start on Sunday, we can turn him in.
Yeah, the process will probably take a little while.
Yeah. That's true, and he probably won't be, actually found guilty for a while. I think just being in jail is enough to keep him out, though, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because
I'm pretty sure it was around this time, the one year when I was at Gators, and I needed to win that week to make the playoffs, and I was playing Gator.
Yeah.
And this is what I tried to kill myself by driving into the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he beat me, and I got so pissed off. I was just saying really mean things to him the whole time, and then he's like, "Dude, you gotta quit being so mean." But I was just so mad.
And then didn't Kyler Murray? That's when he got tore his ACL or what?
Yeah. Kyler needed to have 20 a 5-point game or something. And he tore his ACL in the first play of the game. I'm just driving that's it. I'm going off this bridge right now.
Well, maybe you should do that to Silvernail this time. Go watch the games with Silvernail, and then if Silvernail beats you, you can get really mean with him.
If Silvernail beats me, I'm going to hit him.
It is crazy that one of you and Silvernail, who have just been fucking terrible and then losing you guys have had several chances to get into the playoffs, and then you've just lost at every one. You guys could still get into the playoffs.
Dude, you can't say that. I've been winning games lately. I was sucked at the beginning of the year.
No, I know, but then last week it looked like you had a good chance to get in. Then you lost to Nolan, who's been he was on a 7-game losing streak or something like that.
Yeah, well, Nolan's team friggin' was good all of a sudden. That's such bullshit.
I know, I'm just saying. And then Silvernail, all he had to do was beat Lincoln, and Lincoln beat him by scoring 70 points.
Yeah, at least I didn't do shit like that. I still scored 90 points and just lost.
Yeah, no, it's just funny that you guys both would be in the playoffs right now had you not lost those games.
Yeah, well, I fucking hate fantasy football, so I don't even care. I'm going to kill myself anyway.
But it is crazy. 2 people that are 6 and 8 are going to be in the playoffs most likely.
Yeah, probably not, though.
I mean, one probably for sure, unless Matt wins.
So if Matt wins, no teams that are 6 and 8 get in?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's definitely going to happen, because no team that's 6 and 8 will ever get in.
You said no team with 7 losses was going to be in. Currently, there's 2 people in.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, the one year I'm even worse than that.
The one year you could have been 6 and 7.
The one year I finally don't go 6 and 7, and they fucking get in. I'm perpetually 6 and 7. Nice. Oh yeah, 6-7. Nice.
Yeah.
Every year, 6 and 7.
Not this year though.
Nope, not this year.
Yeah, so I mean, Matt's 50-50 on a match against Jerry. I don't know. He was way down. I don't know why he went up in projection so far. He must have swapped some guys around.
Oh shit! There's my phone.
But I mean, Jerry's got some good matchups. It would be the funniest thing for Jerry to eliminate Matt because of how bad Matt bullied him earlier in the season.
Yeah, but wasn't Matt and Jerry the one who did the trade where Matt traded Jerry all the same positions, but better versions of the same position?
Yeah, but Matt kept saying how bad Jerry fucked up over and over again.
Yeah, who ended up winning that trade for real?
I don't. It's hard to say because Matt traded all those people away almost immediately.
Didn't Jerry get Brock Bowers and
Nico Collins and Kenneth Walker, I think? So Jerry probably won because I think Matt ended up with AJ Brown, who he then traded away almost immediately.
Holy fuck! I'm just looking at my dynasty team. I have so many people out this week that were. I got a Dunze, he's out now.
Oh, yeah.
And Marvin Harrison's ruled out now. And O'Marion Hampton is still on IR, it says.
Yeah, but I think he's going to play. He was a full practice yesterday.
Well, my team went from being pretty good this week to now I'm going to put in, it looks like Drake May is out, or Drake May is out, but Drake London's also out still.
Yeah.
Holy shit, my whole team is out again.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's why Jerry's fucking down in projection versus Matt, is he still got Drake London in.
Oh, well, we better tell him.
Yeah, I'm telling him right now.
Because Matt loves doing that.
Yeah. I'm doing that live on the podcast. Fuck you, Matt, you faggot.
Damn, should I play?
Which, by the way, you guys all fucked up if you had been paying attention. Riley, Troy, and Silvernail really should have just picked up all the quarterbacks, so Matt was completely fucked. Because you needed Matt to lose. You guys need Matt to lose. and you could have fucking.
Dude, I did. I picked up Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying everybody should have, like, you guys had a little bit of fab left. You guys should have, like, rostered, like, all the quarterbacks and had to, like, start Cam Ward or something like that.
That might, I don't know. Are you allowed to group up against a guy like that, though?
No, I'm just saying that you guys should have, like, looked at it individually and been like, oh, fuck, I need Matt to lose to get into the playoffs. I should probably, like, pick up some of these quarterbacks so he, like, can't pick them up because he has no fab.
Yeah, but that would have required me caring about the season at this point.
That's true. I'm just saying. That's why I picked up Trevor Lawrence, as I was trying to block him. But then he picked up C.J. Stroud. But I ended up dropping him.
C.J. Stroud has, like, a terrible matchup. That's fine.
Yeah. It was either that or I picked up Trevor Lawrence, but then I dropped him. Debating picking him back up.
Trevor Lawrence is, like, weirdly serviceable every week right now. It's bizarre because he kind of sucks, but he just, like, scores fantasy points in weird ways, and it just keeps working. And
That's
they
what
keep
I'm saying.
winning.
Now Matt's going to pick him up because he's definitely going to be listening to this podcast. I should probably pick him up. So I want to piss Matt off.
Yeah, then I might still be. You said he's got. Who's this quarterback?
I think he's playing C.J. Stroud last I knew. Wait, I've got to text Jerry still.
Text him, then. Available.
London is out, Jerry. London is out, Jerry. Don't fuck this up. Oh, you picked up Lawrence?
Yeah, I just picked him up.
I was thinking about playing him this week.
Oh, well, you can't now. He's on my team.
Oh, fuck. Because Danny Dimes, I don't know how good he's going to be with this fucking broken leg.
You're not good so far.
His, yeah, yeah, I don't know who else I would play, though, at this point, now that you just picked up a Lawrence. Tyler Shuck or Tyrod Taylor.
It would have to be Tyrod, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but Miami's defense has actually been kind of good. Jerry just said gay.
To start really boring again.
Well, Marion Hampton got activated, Krim.
Oh, it still says he's on IR on my roster thing, but I wasn't looking at the news, I guess.
No, it literally just popped up on my phone that he's being activated.
Oh, yeah, 3 minutes ago. Wow. That was like as soon as I complained about him not being active.
Yeah, he's active. He's playing. I'll probably play him. I have no stakes on this week at all, so I'll play him, try to get his confidence up.
Damn, Odunze has a stress fracture in his foot?
Really? That explains why he's been so bad lately.
Yeah, he's probably... Damn. Also, so he's catching like 50% of the passes thrown to him this year. Well, I should say 50% of them are catchable passes or something like that because this quarterback's so bad.
Yeah. Are you playing Daniels? Or are you playing Caleb?
Right now I'm planning on playing Daniels.
Oh, yeah, damn, you have some hard choices this week at quarterback.
Yeah, they all suck.
Yeah, you might as well ride with Daniels. At least he can, like, rush for a bunch of yards. But then also fucking, hasn't Caleb been pretty good?
He's weird. He sucked last week, then he was awesome the week before, then he sucked the week before that.
Oh, looks like he's pretty much good against the bad defenses, but bad against
the
good. And this is a good defense, so it'll probably be
That's
bad.
what I mean. I think he's going to suck again.
Man, he has a brutal schedule coming up.
Yeah, that's why I really wanted to get the other quarterback.
Green Bay, then Cleveland, then Green Bay again.
It is bizarre. He's kind of... Yeah, pretty much if he plays a good defense, he really sucks. And if he plays a bad defense, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what game it is, he just... Man, his completion percentage just seems so bad.
Yeah, I don't think he's he's been fine. If Ben listens to this, he's gonna get mad at us for slandering Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but look at his completion percentage. They're terrible.
Yeah, it kind of seems like his head coach is kind of doing a lot of the heavy lifting there.
Yeah, they're awesome at running the ball, and they don't even have good running backs. That's how good the coach is.
Nice. Jerry put in Matt's guy against him, Quentin Johnson.
Huge.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny if he caught like an 80-yard touchdown.
It would be. He's been kind of shitty ever since that old line's gotten bad, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he scored a touchdown last week, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how I'm gonna beat Silverning. All my players have fucking horrible matchups except for Devin Neal, who's just shitty.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's been getting a lot of work though.
Yeah, then my best
If
player.
somebody's gonna score a
Greg
touchdown
Jennings.
on that team, it's probably gonna be him.
What? No way.
Who would score one over him?
Taysom Hill?
No, that's true. I almost played Taysom Hill last week, and I changed at the last second to Waller. And he was god awful. I don't think he scored any points. Taysom Hill was.
Right, Will? Yeah. No, he's been surprised. I thought he was going to be awesome once Kamara got hurt. He's been every bit.
I think he's washed. I think he's completely washed.
I think the injury just, it's done. He's done. Sucks. I was playing Chuba this week too. Then he went on bye.
He looked
I think
awesome.
they realized he's every bit as good as the other guy, and they're just gonna split carries now.
Yeah, they're just both gonna be useless now.
Yeah. Well, unless they run the ball 40 times like they did last week, then they both get 20 carries and they're both good. But that's probably not gonna happen every week.
It feels like Tetaroa's been kind of disappointing this year, and I was looking yesterday. He's the 7th receiver in points on the year.
Yeah.
He hasn't had his bye yet, though, so that excuses a little bit.
Yeah, he's having his bye right meow.
Yeah. But still, he's probably like top 12 after the bye. It's pretty crazy. It doesn't seem like he's been a top 12 guy.
You know who's been saving my ass is Greg Jennings, and he's out this week, too.
You can do it, Krim. I believe in you.
Dude, I'm so sick of playing fucking Debo.
Yeah, but now you got Daniels back. He might be good again.
Maybe.
You got the stack.
That is true. I am stacking it now.
I think you're going to get it done. Silver now keeps choking under the pressure every week.
I need Swift to have a big game against Green Bay, though. What are the chances of that? Maybe you just score a touchdown or something.
Yeah, that's all you need. But, so what do we got? We got me and Gator and Jerry are locked into the playoffs. Me and Gator are pretty much, Gator has the bye. I'm pretty much locked into the bye because Jerry, I would have to lose and then Jerry would have to outscore me by 200 points to not get the bye.
You see that thing that George Pickens put on Instagram?
Yeah.
That huge long page he wrote about Richard Sherman?
Yeah.
I think Matt put some of it in the group. There was more, though. It was 3 pages long.
I did think it was bizarre after the game when Richard Sherman was calling him out. Or it was halftime, I think, when he was calling him.
I couldn't watch the stupid game. I always forget it's on Amazon on Thursdays.
Oh. It was a pretty good game. The Lions kind of just fucking dominated the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was the weird part. When I was checking the score on Twitter every once in a while, and the way you guys were talking on the group chat, I'm like, oh, the Lions must be really sucking.
No, there was just for some reason, Riley decided to fucking argue not forever about this safety. Because there was a play where they called it a safety on the field, and the ref guy was saying this was the crazy part. Riley was arguing against what the heck, how they have the official guy in the booth or whatever, the rule specialist or whatever. That guy said he's all you have to have is part of the ball in the end zone for it to be a safety, because Dak got sacked. And then Riley kept just saying, that's not the rule. The whole ball has to be in the end zone. And I'm like, no, Riley, the guy literally just said it. The The guy said that's not.
Yeah, I was confused. I was so confused. I thought when you guys were talking, I thought you were saying the Lions got sacked, and it shouldn't have been a safety, and that they called it a safety.
No, they called it a safety when they sacked Dak, but then they reversed it, and then the ref guy was like losing his mind. He's like, that should have been a safety or whatever.
Gotcha.
Then eventually there was another angle where it made it look like he wasn't in. But it was just weird, like, because it was such a close call that, like, 99% of the time they're just going to stick with what they called originally, and they reversed it. But then Riley was just going on a tirade of, like, no, that's not what the rules are. The rule is the whole ball has to be in the end zone. And then I found the rule and posted it, and then Riley was like, no, that's not what the rules are. And I'm like, Riley, this is fucking out of the NFL rule book on their website. This is what it says. It was just weird that he continued to argue that wasn't the rule when I showed him the actual rule.
Yeah, he did ask me, he's like, Krim, what do you think? Are these guys being retarded? I'm like, yeah, they're definitely retards. But it had nothing to do with knowing the rule or not. Yeah.
And then he looked it up on his own. He's like, oh, yeah, you guys are right. And I'm like, no shit. I fucking posted the goddamn rule. And he still wanted to argue that wasn't the rule. I don't know what his deal was.
I don't know what that guy's deal is.
Yeah, he's fucking arguing about the rules when he's showing them right in front of his face.
Damn, so the Cowboys are eliminated from the playoffs now?
I don't think they're eliminated, but it's going to be pretty hard for them to get in. Same with the Lions. The Lions, if the Lions would have lost that game, I think they would have went down to like an 11% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah, I do remember seeing something about that, them saying that, loser of this game is probably going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah. Which is crazy, because I think both those teams, are probably better than the Bears. And the Bears are the 1 seed in the NFL or NFC right now.
Yeah. Don't they have to play the Lions one more time, don't they?
Yeah.
And then they play Green Bay twice.
Yeah. I think they're gonna fall down to where they belong here pretty shortly.
So they'll probably go 3-0 in those games.
If they go 3-0 in those games, then yeah, they are actually good. I mean, they did beat the Eagles, but the Eagles also look fucking like a disaster right now. It's pretty crazy the Lions couldn't take advantage of that.
Damn, Ohio State just got the top wide receiver recruit for 2026.
Nice.
Again, how they keep doing that?
I think receiver recruits probably look at the history of those guys getting drafted top 10 and they're like, yeah, I'll just go there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Same with like LSU. You go to one of those, if you're a top receiver, you must well go to one of those two places.
Yeah, you remember when I told everyone at the cabin that Lane Kiffin was going to LSU and Matt just like went on a tirade of how dumb I was being?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
And then like that very same night I think you left after it actually was announced, but that same night he got announced as the head coach.
This seemed like something Matt would do.
Yeah. Well, because he was like saying his guy, one of his weird Twitter followers, like how he never misses, and that he was going to Cleveland or something.
Well, Matt don't know ball. I mean,
no, that's true.
That one time he argued. Me and him had a long 1-hour argument about who the best linebacker in the NFL was. He said Shaq Leonard, and I said Fred Warner, and Fred Warner's still the best linebacker in the NFL. And Shaq Leonard's not in the NFL anymore.
Yeah, Fred Warner is pretty awesome. He's you think he's better than the Green Bay guy, though?
I'm not getting into this.
Micah Parsons? You think he's better than Micah Parsons?
So who do you think's making the playoffs?
Micah Parsons is in the... Green Bay's definitely going to make the playoffs.
So who do you think's making the playoffs in our fantasy football league?
Dude, I don't care. I'm done talking about the fantasy football. No one cares about it. No one wants to hear about it.
That's what everybody's eagerly tuning in for, is to hear who we think makes it in the playoffs.
I already told you anyway. I think everyone that doesn't have 8 fucking losses makes it into the playoffs.
Yeah, but I think everybody is going to have 8 losses.
I thought you said if Matt wins, then me and Silvernail are out.
Yeah, if Matt wins, then you're
Well,
out.
then that's clearly what's going to happen.
Because Troy's definitely going to lose. He plays against Gator, and Troy sucks.
Yeah, I think I even beat Troy.
Yeah, and then Riley is kind of, he's 50-50s against me. But Riley is kind of in a weird predicament where even if he loses, it doesn't seem to really matter that much because.
Well, Riley's got a lot of points.
Yeah, because if he loses, he's got points over you or Silver now, and more than likely Troy. As long as Troy loses, Riley will be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling Instagram and not looking at any of the fantasy football stuff.
I think you're going to get in, Krim. I think you're going to get in and then lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Why is everyone so pissed off at George Pickens? I didn't watch the game. Everyone's saying he was dogging it the whole time.
That's what Sherman was accusing him of.
Oh yeah, it seems like he could have caught that pass. Oh, that's 2 minutes left in the fourth. They're down 14. I guess if he catches that, it might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, this was the concern with Pickens, is that eventually it would blow up.
I don't know. He was right. I mean, he blew past all the receivers on the route, so it's not like he wasn't running.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's like second in the NFL in yards, so
yeah.
I think it's fair to say he's been pretty good and trying hard for him.
It's pretty crazy. Jerry was 2-5, and then he won 6 in a row. Jerry's been on an incredible run.
Jerry's team is good, though.
Yeah, it's just crazy that that week that he started, the 2 people that weren't playing turned it all around for him.
Yeah, that's a hell of a point. He really fucked up in it. Like, if he had lost that week,
he was pretty much fucked. And,
I mean, he probably didn't start him because he thought it was just over.
That would be funny if he won the whole league. He went on this insane win streak to win the league which began by being fucking negligent and terrible at fantasy football, not starting anybody in a must-win week.
That'd be pretty cool. I feel even worse about myself, but
yeah, that would be like, okay, I mean, what's the point of even fucking trying anymore? This guy just gave up and then won the championship.
I just spent so much of my life focused on this. I'm so fucking bad at it.
Here, this guy gives up.
And then Jerry quits on purpose, and it works out in his favor.
Jerry, if you're listening to this and you beat Matt and you don't fucking harass him to the level of him breaking down into tears, I'd be very disappointed in you.
So if Matt loses, is he out of the playoffs then?
Yeah, if he loses, he's done.
See, this is why we need to have the no trade deadline, so we can all trade players to Jerry.
to keep him out.
Yeah, that'd be just so funny. Plus, that's good for me, too. I should be able to try and help my team by trading players to Jerry.
That is true. It is just as vital for you to win as it is for Jerry to win. For you to make
I know. That's why the no trade thing is bullshit. Can't even try and help my team make it to the playoffs.
I think you're going to make it to the playoffs, Krim. I think you're going to beat Silver now.
The crazy thing is, it's actually more vital that Jerry wins than even I win, because that's the first thing that has to happen before I can ever get in.
Yeah. I mean, you also have to win. But they're both just as vital.
If I win and Jerry loses, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if he loses and you lose, you don't get in either.
Yeah, but his is the first step. His is step 1. Mine would be step 2.
Yeah, that's true. Who's it? You guys both have Monday night games, so it could come down to you watching the Monday night game and getting pissed off and flipping your TV tray over.
If that's the case, I definitely won't watch the game. I'll just be too pissed off. Because I've never had a Monday night game go good for me. It always hurts me.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he has QJ in. That's a Monday night game. And do you have anybody in that game?
I don't know. Who do they play?
I'm looking right now. It doesn't look like you have anybody in. It's Philly and versus the Chargers.
Oh.
So it could come.
Plus, I know Silvernail has that running back for Philly.
Oh, Matt has AJ Brown too, so it'll probably definitely come down to that game.
Yeah, plus me and Sil, because Silvernail has the running back for Philly, whatever is Saquon.
Oh yeah, so it's all going to come down to that game for everybody probably.
Yeah, so I definitely won't watch.
Yeah.
Because why would I just make myself miserable for no reason?
That's true. I probably wouldn't watch either.
No, yeah, I'll hate every second of the game, so I just won't watch.
That is probably the worst moment of my entire life is when I was forced to watch that terrible Raiders Philly game when I lost to Bacon.
Yeah, fantasy football makes me actively hate watching football.
Yeah, well, that was also just a terrible game that if I had nothing on, I would have watched about 5 minutes of it and been like, oh, this is fucking terrible, and then turned it off. And then on top of that, my entire championship was coming down to Michael Crabtree catching one fucking pass, and he never did.
That's what you get for believing a sorry receiver like Michael Crabtree.
He was so good up to that point.
Nah, he's a sorry-ass receiver.
Yeah, he was that day. It made me fucking hate him just as much as Richard Sherman hates him.
That's the Richard Sherman quote, yeah. Put a sorry receiver on me like Crabtree.
Yeah, I don't know why people got so mad at him for saying that. Michael Crabtree.
That was one of the greatest interviews ever.
Yeah, but ESPN spun it like he was a complete piece of shit.
Well, that one white girl was so scared of him in that moment.
Yeah, she was really clutching her pearls.
Yeah, she was terrified. Turns out she had good cause because Sherman did end up trying to, murder his wife and child. So there was that.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Why didn't Pickens say anything about all that?
Yeah, he should have. I think people kind of forgot how evil Richard Sherman was for a little bit there when he tried to murder his wife and kid.
Yeah, I think he lost his mind.
Yeah, he did. Did.
He was having a mental breakdown.
Well, I heard the other day he had a really bad drinking problem when he first retired, and that was part of it too.
Oh, so he's probably got the CTE.
Oh yeah, definitely. That plus the drinking makes you kill your wife and kid, apparently.
I think Mark Gastineau is going to confront TJ Watt, or he's going to confront Cam Ward after this game.
God, I hope so. You think that guy's still alive? That video looks pretty old with...
No, that happened this year.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, that happened this year.
Dude, you look at that video looks like it's 10 years old.
That was this year. I think the quality was just really crappy because somebody just randomly filmed it. Yeah, because they were like, "Oh shit, this crazy guy is fucking gonna attack Brett Favre."
You think it was just a publicity stunt set up by Brett Favre so people would stop hating him as much?
Could be.
I
think people would have applauded. Mark Gastineau really went about that all wrong. He should have been like, "I'm sacking you to get my sack back, and for all them kids that you stole that money from."
All those homeless poor people you stole that money from.
That would have been the best thing. You know that Brett Favre, I don't really like Pat McAfee, but it was kind of fucked up because he reported on all that, and Brett Favre threatened to sue him for bringing it up.
Oh, yeah. Sued McAfee?
Yeah, so then now on the McAfee show, anytime they bring up Brett Favre, they're always saying allegedly.
Oh man, they stole the Levitard thing. Levitar's been doing that for years.
Yeah, I know, but they actually have cause to do it because Brett Favre did actually try to sue them. They were bringing all that stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, they've tried to sue Dan multiple times for different things, but yeah.
Did Ryan Fitzpatrick ever try to sue Dan?
That's what I'm wondering. Probably did, because he's a giant puss.
Well, this is real gotcha journalism. Should play that. That should be how we end the podcast, is with that clip.
Some real gotcha journalism.
Fitzpatrick Lebitard.
Alright, put that on there. I'm hanging up.
Okay.
I gotta go to Christmas.
We gotta go, I can't find it. I can't find the clip.
Look on the Dan Levitard show with Stu Gatz.
Fitzpatrick.
How do I get to my phone?
Gotcha journalism.
Alright, see ya.
See ya. Yeah, I'm not finding it. Alright. That's the end of the podcast.